Sunday morning, getting ready to kick things off. It didn't get near as cold last night as it had hoped, or as we had hoped, and it was supposed to. We had some freezing rain, which you can kind of see the ground's just kind of crusted over, which we're going to try to run for a little bit this morning. It's right at 31, 32 degrees, so we're right at freezing. We've got the skidder warming up. I'm going to go through here and kind of put some marks on these logs and stuff where we can just go right in and buck them up when it's time to start bucking them. Now, I was going to bring a skid steer down here last night, or yesterday evening, but one side of the tracks was frozen where I'd been doing some work at home around Brandon and I's hayfield. Just kind of doing some cleanup work, some tidying up. I got some dirt. I pushed out a few trees and got some dirt up in the tracks and didn't clean it out. Of course, well, that one side's froze, so that'll be all right. Hopefully today we can get it moved down here. It's supposed to be warmer the rest of the week, which is good and bad, but definitely we can finish this up with the skid steer and grapple when we come to do the cleanup. Had a gentleman message us last night about our grapple configuration on this D model, and he I guess he has a D, and he bought the skidder and someone had done some custom work of their own. Like, we've run into some problems like that in the past, and it can be aggravating when people try to fab stuff up and don't do it right. And he was wanting me to get measurements off my machine, which I did, and sent them over to him this morning. And it's nice to know that people can get some use out of these videos for stuff like that. I'm all about trying to help people out when I can. I don't know if my videos are that useful. They're more, I'd say, just promoting our company and business and maybe a little bit of entertainment value. But it's nice to know that some people get some use out of them, just like on the grapple, kind of seeing what our grapple looks like on this factory spec machine. I hate when things are not right. I like to keep things pretty close to factory and stock. We rarely ever make modifications to our machines or equipment. You can see the tree pusher we've put on. That's about the only modification we've made there. Of course, we did put that grate on there, that grate on the grapple there to keep logs and stuff from coming through there. It's something Brandon and I did, more on the Brandon side than me, but yeah. So I don't like buying machines that have been modified. And it's not so much the modified, it's just how a lot of times people do the modifications. If they cobble it up and just kind of bubble gum it together, that's what bugs me. I like things to be right and be ready to go to work. But we're gonna go down here, like I said before, try to get a few more of these out before it thaws. Dad's already down there now, probably gassing up. I've been here kind of, like I said, letting the skidder warm up, grease, just getting ready to work, and we'll mark up a few of these. I'd like to get these cut and piled up, that way we can get them out of here. Like I said, these are all bought by tonnage. This chipping wood here, like I said, all this is chipped, so it'll all be bought by the ton, which is a great deal for us and the landowner as well, because there's less slash left over. All right, let's go down here and get a few more out. That last one got hung up there, wasn't no big deal. As you can see, we just pulled her right down. Cut the small top off of it. Now we're waiting on this big one to go here. Ground's holding up pretty good so far. And I think as long as it kind of stays dreary like it is, we ought to be pretty good to run. Now, Brandon and I do have a couple dirt jobs to go bid today, dozer jobs. One of them involves cutting the timber behind the dozer. which is a really, really good deal for both me and Brandon. A lot of times I can go in and if people are just wanting some clearing done, we can help offset the cost of the clearing with the logs, or in some cases, depending on what they're wanting done and what's there, offset it and plus some in their pocket, which might be the case today where we're going, because there's quite a bit of walnut on it. I've looked at it once, but I want Brandon to go down there and get his opinion of it. He's kind of the brains the dirt side of the project. Back up here a little bit. There we go. That's a pretty big tree there. She's starting to go. There she goes. There she goes.